Well, hi Virgos, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Virgos, well, that wasn't a good shuffle. I'm going to do another one. So Virgos, let's find out what can you expect coming up in your life. If this reading resonates, it is probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading. These are general readings. I would check my moon sign because that is your private emotional side and see if that might be your reading. Or get a private reading from someone you trust. So, Virgos, the overall energy of this reading is a Four of Swords. This is like going into meditation. This is like soul searching for the truth. It's very spiritual. See the stained glass windows. This is like spending time alone in prayer or meditation and doing a lot of soul searching. I have the Judgment card up in your highest energy. Wow. So the Judgment card and all this soul searching, all this spiritual meditation and seeking advice from the universe and healing. There's a lot of healing associated with the Four of Swords. You've been in the middle of a spiritual lesson. This is what it's all about. And you're getting it. See that? You got your guardian angels and spirit guides are blowing that horn down on you, and you're awakening to what you're supposed to learn. And this is coming through all this meditation, all this soul searching that you've been doing and healing. Next to the Judgment card is the Magician. The Magician is right above the Four of Swords. So the Magician, first off, listen to your intuition because your intuitions are running high. This is the infinity symbol. Stands for intuition and knowing in the tarot deck. You have all the tools that it takes. I think you're figuring this out, that you have all the tools it takes to manifest just what it is you want from life. You have a giant cup of love. You have a pentacle for security and stability. You have a wand of fresh starts and new beginnings, and you also have a sword for truth and clarity. You could manifest whatever it is you want from life, and I think you're figuring that out. Right next to the Magician is the Ten of Pentacles. I think this is what you want to manifest. I think this is, this is security, this is stability, this is groundedness, possibly commitment. There's union between two people here. There is extended family, pets. There's a child tucked away here in the corner. So this is one of the best cards in the tarot deck, the Ten of Pentacles. This is what you're trying to manifest. And you are realizing you can manifest this because you have all the tools to do it. Just under the Judgment card and learning your spiritual lesson, awakening from all this healing, all this time spent alone with yourself and soul searching, there's an offer coming in. It's like, you learn these spiritual lessons, and you learn and you earn. That's what I want to say. You learn the spiritual lessons and you earn the right to have things come in for you. Things that you're trying to manifest. Look, they have a giant cup of love. Now, this is a love offer. It can come in many shapes, many forms. It could be just as simple as asking for your phone number, or it can be something more grand than that. But there's someone coming in here. It's right next to what you've been praying for, what you've been hoping for, and what you learned that you can manifest. You've learned your spiritual lesson. This lesson has something to do with your thinking that you are worthy, or thinking that you can actually have the things you want from life. You are learning that you are worthy. Next to the Four of Swords is the Death card. This is the card for Scorpio. Scorpio might be strong in your chart or strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, this is about leaving the old behind. All the spiritual lesson, you know, they're so hard to go through. You're leaving the old behind and you're moving forward. That's what this card is all about. It's ringing out the old year and ringing in the new year. It's just like that. I think you're bringing in this Ten of Pentacles. Under the Knight of Cups, this offer is turning into the King of Cups. It's going to mature, okay? This cup of love, you may not even see it as a cup of love to start with, but they do hold a cup of love, okay? So they are capable of love. This King of Cups also can be your energy. They're all male or female. This, you know, this is about that giant cup of love. But in your energy, I would say that this is this giant cup of love that you have not handed out for quite some time, because you've been in a spiritual lesson. You've been spending a lot of time alone. So you have it too. And they're coming in with one, and look what's going to happen. The Six of Swords. Right under the Four of Swords, next to the King of Cups, you're going to move forward. You're moving forward here. You're moving forward here. This is one of the slowest moving cards in the deck, because this boat is moving away from rocky waters towards smoother, calmer waters, so away from the healing, towards something better, but with lots of truth and clarity. Look at all those swords on the boat. It's being pushed by a pole. There's no motor on that boat. So it takes some work, and you have worked on yourself and worked on yourself, and you are moving forward. You're entering a new life cycle. You're just not quite sure right now you want to enter a new life cycle. You're holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and with the other hand you have the world. And the world is that new life cycle. And so you're ready. You're ready to move forward, but this offer has not come in yet. So when this offer comes in, you will be ready to entertain it. Let's take out the second part of this reading. Let's see what else you need to know. There's always more. Always. Virgos. All right. So up here in your highest energy, I have Temperance. This is the card for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this is your guardian angels and spirit guides again, twice up on your highest energy line. You've been out of balance, and they have worked really, really hard to get you rebalanced. You're going through something emotional. You have one foot in the water and one foot on the ground. They need both your feet on the ground so you can make informed decisions. So temperance is about tempering. It's about tempering your emotions. It's about becoming much more grounded and balanced. And that is exactly what they are doing for you. It's right next to the Nine of Wands. It feels like, you know, you had to reach your wit's end in some situation to get to this point of learning your spiritual lesson, going through all this healing, realizing that you deserve all this love, you deserve everything, and you can manifest whatever it is you want from life. And so you had to reach your wit's end. And you went through a lot to get there. And like I said before, I think you're trying to manifest this secure environment, this stable, grounded environment. And so the Knight of Pentacles here, this is what wore you out, is waiting for this Knight of Pentacles to come in. Well, they might be coming in. Oh, I think they are because the Ten of Pentacles is here. But this is what wore you out. This is a very slow moving energy, slower than the Six of Swords. This horse looks like it's standing still, but actually there is one foot in front of the other. It is moving, but it is so tediously slow, and it's bringing a pentacle. So I think this Knight of Cups is also bringing that pentacle with the Knight of Pentacles here. I think these are the same people, and I think the same person, I should say, and I think they are coming in. Look where you're moving towards. This is temperate. This is why you need to be balanced. This is why you need to be able to make the right decisions in your life. You need to be balanced. You're moving away from the healing and from the spiritual lesson right towards a divine soulmate. This person coming in is a divine soulmate. 1111, union between two people here with joy and love. New beginnings. Look at all the wands of fresh starts and new beginnings. This is just a beautiful card. It can be a card of marriage. So next to the Four of Wands is the Five of Swords, and this is under the Nine of Wands. So, you know, reaching your point, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's how you've learned this spiritual lesson. This, you know, you had to get to this point where you ended up going in deep and reevaluating yourself, and you know, picking up all these swords of truth and clarity. You know, it looks like you're looking back at someone. Someone put you in this state of being worn out. There was someone before this offer. This is not the same person. This is someone else coming in. But you're looking back at someone who was previously in your life, put you into this place of seeking truth and clarity, and I think this is about yourself, and I think this is about what you deserve and what you want from life. There's a lot of healing going on there, and a whole lot of learning, a lot of truth and clarity. I have the Justice card right next to the Five of Swords, and right under the Knight of Pentacles, that really slow moving energy. Well, picking up all these swords of truth and clarity, you put your sword up. You put your sword up in self-protection, like, wait a minute, I deserve better things. I deserve good things in my life. You get rebalanced. Thank you, Temperance. Thank you, Guardian Angels and Spirit Guides, because they really do help, and that's their job. So you're becoming balanced. You're in self-protection mode. This is like self-justice. But you're ready, remember? You're ready to move forward. I have the Fool energy under this Four of Wands. So, I think that you've thought that you were in this type of relationship before, but you were throwing caution to the wind. This is part of your judgment. I know it is. The Fool, I mean, it's fun while it lasts, but you usually find yourself at the edge of a cliff, like with the Nine of Wands here. And, you reach a crossroads. And I think that's what happened in your life. And that's why you've learned your spiritual lesson. So this Fool energy has been associated with a soulmate energy, at least somebody that you thought was a soulmate. You were standing alone. This is where this Fool energy got you. Standing alone, holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings in one hand, and a new life cycle in the other hand. This is usually where the Fool energy will take you. It's a temporary, fun, throwing caution to the wind, live in the present type energy. Next to the Fool is all this confusion. And it's about the Pentacles. It's about the security and the stability. And you know that Knight of Pentacles is right next to that Nine of Wands. Yeah, this Fool energy, it isn't committed. It isn't grounded. You need something grounded. And I think you spent some time in this relationship because when you're going back and forth like this, like a roller coaster ride, it's like you have hope for commitment or security in this relationship one day, and then the next day you don't, and the next day you do, and then it's just up and down. Just, it's like being breadcrumbed in a relationship, just enough to keep you hanging in there. But you did move on from it. And now I see the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, you put a lot of work into yourself. I already know that. I can see that with the Four of Swords and the Judgment card here as being your two strongest energies. But this person who's coming in, they're willing to work on a relationship with you. They have pentacles, like I said, and they're willing to build more pentacles. I think that this will end up being a long-term committed relationship that's coming in. And I think it's all because you learned your spiritual lesson and you're ready to move on. One more card for Virgo. The Page of Pentacles. It's all about the Pentacles here. Have the Page. I have the Knight. I have the 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. So this is you. This is looking forward now. See, you're looking forward. You're not looking up in the sky. The fool looks up in the air and they don't pay attention to the future. Now you're looking at the future. And you're looking at finding a grounded and stable relationship. You're waiting for a pentacle, somebody to come in who has a pentacle, and they're coming. I see them right here. This Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, same person. They might have water, they might have earth in their chart, you know. But the Page of Pentacles lands right there. That's where they go. And so, yes, your mind now is on a secure and stable and grounded relationship and getting rebalanced. Like pull that foot out of the water, get both your feet on the land. It's going to help you make informed decisions in moving forward towards a committed or stable, grounded relationship. It's coming in. And it's coming in. I just want you to not miss it, because it could come in many shapes or forms. Like I said, it can be a small little offer, like you want to go for a walk, to you want to go to dinner, you want to go on a date, you know. So it is coming in, and you're going to be able to leave all this healing behind you and this darn spiritual lesson, which is so hard, so difficult to get through, but you've done it. You've awakened and you've learned the spiritual lesson. This is awesome, Virgo. This is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.